Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Carol and today I'm making a very exciting project, the Winx Club custom dolls. If you are a 90s or early 2000s baby like me, you definitely know and love the Winx. But for those who don't know, the Winx Club was an animated series from 2004 about a group of friends with magical fairy powers. And today I'm starting strong this series of dolls with Bloom, the fairy of the dragon flame and the leader of the group. For the base, I'm using a Frankenstein doll from Monster High. I really want each one of them to have a unique face shape, that's why I'm decided to use Monster High. So let's start removing the hair that is, by the way, covered entirely in glue and is so disgusting. Then I use a hair dryer to heat the vinyl of the hair to remove the hair more easily. And last, remove the remaining hair to have a completely bald head. I erase all the factory paint with pure acetone. Okay, so for this doll I wanted to try a method that I never done before, that is the head shrinking method. And you basically use pure acetone to shrink the head like a little bit from its original form. So I put the head in a jar with pure acetone and let it soak for 2 hours, and after that I remove it carefully because it is very squeezy and fragile, and also super big because since it absorbs some of the acetone, and then I let it dry for 24 hours. So here is the final head compared to a normal size Monster High head. Okay, I know it is not that big of a change, but I think it's very subtle, but I like it. In order to the paint to adhere to the body, I sanded all of it and I sprayed it with Mr. Super Clear and painted with multiple layers of pastel colors. I wanted to make sure that the head will fit in the neck thingy, so I cut it and then reattach the head to the body. When I was painting the face, I wanted to combine my art style, the Winx Club art style, and also take into account the Monster High mold. Also, I didn't film it, but in between layers of paint, I sprayed the face with Mr. Super Clear. I decided to make these dolls because I had these ones years ago and were my favorite thing ever. They came with a bunch of stuff and were so pretty. But unfortunately, I only have Flora and Stella currently, that are actually my favorite ones, because I needed to give away some of my toys. So now that I'm a grown-up and can't stop my nostalgic self, I decided to use my superpower of making dolls of everything. Also, I can now modify the things that annoyed me when I was a child, like for example these Musa ponytails. Why they do this to her? And if this series of dolls go well on YouTube, I don't discard making the tricks in the future. Now that I'm recording this voiceover, I'm recalling that I had a tricks doll, an icy one. I had an icy and as a doll. I didn't have Layla, Aisha. In Europe, her name was Layla, and I think it was because she arrives later in the series, and I didn't have it because it wasn't in the line, in the first wave line of the dolls. But now I'm going to fix that. Okay, so what are we thinking about how Bloom's face is looking? I think she looks super cute. I'm enjoying this repaint so much. Like, probably this is literally one of the best ones I have done yet. I made her hair out of acrylic gel because I don't enjoy rerouting, and also I can't find a good brand of doll hair that isn't pretty expensive. But since she is an art doll and not plain, it doesn't bother me that much. Also, yarn let you make more animated like hairstyles. And I don't know, I think the final look is pretty cool. Normally, I don't film the process of me styling the hair because it gets messy so quickly, but here's a sneak peek of how I cut and start the process. I ordered these two fabrics for the outfit because for me sparkles are everything, and well, she is in fact a fairy, so the shine and glitter is a must. One thing that you should know about myself is that most of the time I make up all of the buttons of the dolls' outfits I make. So please, fashion experts, don't come for me. But I definitely should learn about pattern making and sewing to level up my skills. I'm actually such a visual learner, like I know how to make a pattern by observing the actual clothes that I have in my closet or the ones of my dolls, like the factory made clothes of my dolls. You see this iridescent fabric, right? It is so pretty, but a real nightmare to work with because it breaks only looking at it. That's why I only use it with for the gloves. Well, you can see what I was saying before about fraying. This fabric is so pretty, but it's so annoying. So now I have to fix this with, of course, glitter. Now, the shoes, my least favorite part of this process. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I will always try to skip this part by buying a ready-made shoes, but this time I didn't find proper platforms boots that will actually fit Monster High feet. So here I am, suffering. Of course, in the film video, you actually can't see me suffering, but I was. I made the base of the platform boots, and when all of this was made, suddenly the boots didn't fit the feet of the dolls, and I was like, what is happening? So to fix all of this, I have to open it more in the back, so it doesn't fit super right, but in the front is really pretty, so let's go with that. As one of the final touches of the doll, I wanted to make the hair thingy that Bloom has, like this hair, because I think it will be a fun little detail to add. Another of her accessories that is missing is her crown, and I made it out of Warbler thermoplastic and also glitter. The very last things that are missing are her wings, and I made them out of wire and white tights. Once the base was done, it was time for paint. And also it was a very tedious process because I had to paint one side and then the other side, and it was 4 wings. I don't know why, but I forgot to film it, but of course the base of the wings are all covered in glitter. And now I have to add all the little details. Since they are not transparent, I decided to go all in with a bunch of glitter and different shades. And for reference, these are Bloom's wings. They are not exactly the same, but I think I managed to make them very close to the reference. And the final part is actually putting all of them together. So I use hot glue and hope for the best. Also, to attach the wings to the outfit, I use magnets, and that's all. And with that, the doll is complete. I really hope you love the final result, and please let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.